Hey everyone, welcome back to your favorite pirate crew. Today we're going to see about the relationship between the Dark King and the future Pirate King. If you would like to see more about One Piece on our channel, please leave your thumbs up and subscribe to join our pirate crew. Before I begin, I'll have to tell you a little bit about the Dark King and the current cladding mechanic, Silver's Rayleigh. Rayleigh is one of the most notorious, strong, and knowledgeable characters in all of One Piece. Even without possessing a devil fruit, Rayleigh is able to fight Akuma no Mi users equally in strength with his mastery over all three types of haki: weaponry, observational, and conqueror. And being a part of the Roger's Pirates, he's arguably one of the most notable pirates in all of One Piece. Also known as the Dark King, he's the former first mate of Roger's Pirates, known as the right arm of the Pirate King. He became a plating mechanic in the Sabati Archipelago sometime after Roger died and the crew was disbanded, being Luffy's mentor in the use of haki during the 2-year time skip. In addition, he possessed an active physical bounty for his arrest by the world government. The amount of his actual bounty, however, is unknown. This was confirmed when Rayleigh fought Kizaru and offered to get rid of his wanted poster, and then he would retire. Rayleigh returned to the Sabati Archipelago half a year before Luffy. He was seen again in Shaki's bar, commenting on how strong the Straw Hat Pirates have become. He also finished coding Thousand Sunny. Rayleigh then met Nami, Robin, Frankie, Chopper, Usopp, and about Thousand Sunny. He also informed that Luffy had arrived on the island and is about to teach Nami how to operate a clad ship. He said to move the ship to Grove 42 and wait until everyone assembled, saying it was finally time to restart. Rayleigh then went to Grove 46 to check up on Luffy. He commented on how Luffy strengthened his haki after Luffy had declared that he would be King of Pirates, and Rayleigh was showed smiling with tears in his eyes. As the sailors began their search, Rayleigh drew a line on the ground with his sword and warned the sailors not to cross it, declaring that Luffy is his student. In doing so, he bought the Straw Hat Pirates some extra time to escape Fishman Island. During a conversation with Shaky, it was revealed that the previous owner of Luffy's Straw Hat was, in fact, Gol D. Roger. After recalling the day he met Roger, Rayleigh starts tearing up and comments that Luffy is a man worthy of that hat. Rayleigh adds that it's not a bad idea to live a little longer. When Kizaru arrived in Sabati after Luffy, who had punched the Heavenly Dragon, Kizaru turned his attention to the Straw Hats, but Silver's Rayleigh intervened to stop him. Luffy was alone and crying due to the inability to protect his crew. Silver's Rayleigh is Luffy's uncle. When Whitebeard's war ended and Luffy broke into the Navy HQ again, along with Jinbe and Rayleigh, Buggy was seen talking to Alvida about it. When he heard that Rayleigh was with Luffy, he said Luffy's father is Dragon and his grandfather is Garp, so Rayleigh is his uncle. If Rayleigh was Shanks' father, Shanks probably would have called him Ato-san, meaning father, or Tochan, or knowing Shanks, probably just Oyaji, which is a little less formal. And ever since Rayleigh had heard about Luffy from Shanks, he wanted to meet him face to face. When Luffy met him in Sabati Archipelago, he was excited hearing the stories about Gol D. Roger. The more they talked, the more amused Rayleigh felt about comparing Luffy's behavior to his former captain, as well as Shanks. He, like Shaky, has high expectations for him, after Luffy had stated his belief that the King of Pirates is the one with the most freedom at the sea. After the war ended, he swam across the calm belt to reach Amazon Lily, in which Luffy was recovering from his injuries and the loss of Ace. From there, he helped Luffy invade Marineford with Jinbe so that he could send a secret message to his team. Rayleigh also mentored Luffy on how to master all 3 different forms of haki. Luffy strongly respected Rayleigh as a teacher, as he was even more willing to endure starvation as a punishment. After the 2-year time skip, it was evident that the two became close during their training together. After heading to Thousand Sunny, Luffy shouted to Rayleigh that he would become the King of Pirates, leaving Rayleigh with a smile and tears in his eyes. As the Dark King fought the Navy so that Luffy could sail peacefully away from the archipelago, he proudly proclaimed Luffy as his apprentice. When Luffy left, Rayleigh compared his late captain to Luffy, claiming that fate is slowly but surely taking shape, and that Luffy has become the man well prepared to wear that straw hat. Okay, now, Rayleigh is also known as King of Pirates. Many people speculate that he ruled over a kingdom at one point, but was overthrown. We see the time he meets Roger. He's living in a stolen boat, almost as if he's on the run. Further proof that he could have been a king, and that the world government records all noble statuses when they turn 17. But on these panels, Rayleigh is clearly older than 17 and would have been clearly registered by now. The government would not let it be forgotten that he's a legal king, and so they decided to change his name to the King of Darkness. Now who do we know that's in the business of overthrowing kingdoms? Gee, could it be Dragon? If in one day Dragon was to start overthrowing a kingdom, and he met a charming member of royalty who happened to be sympathetic to his cause, this might explain Luffy's origins. Over 20 years ago, Roger's pirates fought fiercely with Whitebeard's pirates for 3 days and 3 nights, and then the two parties had an emotional relationship and feasted together. So Rayleigh and Whitebeard are also old acquaintances. Although Rayleigh did not participate in the main war, he watched live broadcasts and drank alcohol in the Chambord Islands. When the back of Whitebeard died on the screen, Rayleigh finally shed tears. He was still reluctant to give up this old friend after all. In a conversation between Rayleigh and Zayaki, he talked about his encounter with Roger, saying that he was caught by his family when he was young. He set a fire and stole a boat to live by the river. And he met Roger, who was about to go to sea. Roger invited him to board the boat less than a minute after meeting Rayleigh. The point is that Roger had no boat at all, and the boat belonged to Rayleigh. So this behavior is completely untrue to the boat. Roger said that their meeting was meant to be, and then Rayleigh really believed it. So he shed tears remembering that. After the war at the top, Rayleigh became Luffy's master and carefully taught the mastery of the 5 emperors for a year and a half. In the process of getting along with each other day and night, Rayleigh's feelings for Luffy became stronger and stronger. He could be described as a master like a father. To Rayleigh, Luffy is both his apprentice and his wild son. Luffy left again. He said a serious goodbye to Rayleigh and expressed his gratitude. Then Rayleigh looked at Luffy's little body, the big suitcase, and drifting back, once again shed tears sentimentally. With this, we can conclude that for him, Luffy is still a boy who needs to live many adventures and still discover many places and meet many people. Even though he is his guardian, he expressed an enormous gratitude for having been part of a pirate who will one day become great. My guess? Rayleigh clearly must have already learned about Luffy's awakening and his relationship with Liberator Joy Boy. Besides, I believe he's very proud to have trained someone so talented and so reminiscent of his former captain. Well, that's it, my Mugiwara. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have any suggestions for a video, don't forget to comment below, because I'll be reading them as I always do. Also, don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any content from your